Welcome everybody to week 9 of the Playerchise. It's halfway through the season, so here is the mid-season update, and as you can tell, for me, it's Lions week, and the Lions aren't doing very well. Let's take a look at the standings as they are right now. In the AFC, the Bills are leading the East by 2.5 games. Metalcore Mike's Cleveland Browns have a 2-game lead in the North. The Jacksonville Jaguars have a 2-game lead in the South. In the West, the Los Angeles Chargers have a 1-game lead over the Kansas City Chiefs. Over in the NFC, the Cowboys have a 3-game lead in the East. The Green Bay Packers have a 4-game lead in the North, which looks like the weakest division of our Playerchise right now. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have a 2-game lead in the South. And finally, the Seattle Seahawks have a 2-game lead in the NFC West. The top 4 teams in the Playerchise, in no particular order, are the Cleveland Browns, Jacksonville Jaguars, Green Bay Packers, and Tampa Bay Buccaneers, all with a 7-1 record. Buffalo is slightly behind them with a 6-1 record. The worst team in the Playerchise goes out to the Detroit Lions, who haven't won a game yet, 0-7. But that could change because both the Giants and the Cardinals are 1 game behind them with a 1-7 record. That was a look at the division races in our Playerchise. Now it's time to look and see just how my quarterback and Metalcore Mike's quarterback have done this season. Here's our stats. Johnny H has thrown for 2,823 yards, 33 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions with a quarterback rating of 131.5. Metal Mike has thrown for 2,299 yards, 24 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, and has a quarterback rating of 126.2. Those were our stats for our quarterbacks. Now it's time to take a look at the league leaders in passing, rushing, and receiving. I'm just going to stick with the offensive stats because we're both quarterbacks and we only play on the offensive side of the ball. Johnny H leads the league in passing with 2,823 yards. Tom Brady is second with 2,670 yards. Josh Allen is third with 2,516 yards. Joe Burrow is fourth with 2,483 yards. And Metalcore Mike is fifth with 2,299 yards. Johnny H has a league-leading 33 touchdown passes. Metal Mike is second with 24 touchdown passes. And Tom Brady, Joe Burrow, and Matt Ryan are tied in third with 22 touchdown passes. Mac Jones and Kirk Cousins lead the league in interceptions with 9. Johnny H, Matt Ryan, and Kyler Murray are tied for second with 8 interceptions. Nick Chubb leads the league in rushing with 1,598 yards. Aaron Jones is second with 1,342. Jonathan Taylor is third with 928 yards. Christian McCaffrey is fourth with 748 yards. And Derrick Henry is fifth with 740 yards. Nick Chubb also leads the league in rushing touchdowns with 18. Jonathan Taylor is second with 11. Najee Harris is third with 10. Joe Mixon, Josh Jacobs, and Austin Eckler are tied for fourth with 9 touchdowns. Sammy Watkins leads the league in receiving yards with 1,084. Amari Cooper is second with 867. Cedric Wilson is third with 836. Amon-Ra St. Brown is fourth with 771. And Stephon Diggs is 5th with 770 yards. Amari Cooper leads the league in receiving touchdowns with 15. Sammy Watkins is 2nd with 13. Cedric Wilson and Jamison Crowder are tied for 3rd with 10. And Curtis Samuel is 4th with 9 touchdowns. So those were the top 5 in stats for passing, rushing, and receiving. And it's finally time for Week 9 Lions Week to commence. Here are the highlights from Packers Lions. Packers starting on the 1-yard line for their first possession. Johnny H snaps the ball, hands off to Aaron Jones, who cuts to the left. Oh, huge gap. There he goes. He's going. Oh, he stopped at the 50-yard line. A 50-yard run by Aaron Jones. The very next play, Johnny H snaps the ball, hands off to Aaron Jones, who cuts to the left again. He goes to the 30, goes a little bit beyond to the 26 for a 24-yard gain. 2 rushes, 74 yards for Aaron Jones. This would lead to a 3-yard touchdown by Aaron Jones. 1st and 10 on the Packers' next possession on the 25-yard line. Johnny H hands off to Aaron Jones, who runs to the left again for a 19-yard gain. This would lead to a 3-yard touchdown pass, Johnny H to Robert Tonyan. Packers 14, Lions 3 on the Packers' next possession. Johnny H drops back the pass and hits Allen Lazard for a 20-yard gain. This would lead to a 54-yard Mason Crosby field goal, and it's good. Packers 17, Lions 3. Crosby is money again. First play of the Packers' next possession. 1st and 10 on the 34-yard line. Johnny H hands off to Aaron Jones, who runs right up the middle for a 34-yard touchdown, his 2nd of the game. With the NFL's best receiver, Sammy Watkins, out 1 week with a dislocated wrist, somebody would have to step up. And that somebody was Robert Tonyan. Hagan drops back the pass, hits Tonyan on an 18-yard gain, 1st down. 3rd and inches, Hagan drops back the pass and finds Tonyan again for a 14-yard 1st down. The very next play, Hagan drops back the pass and finds a wide open Randall Cobb for a 23-yard touchdown. Packers go up 30-3. Aaron Jones with an amazing 195 rushing yards at halftime. On the Packers' opening yard drive, Johnny H hands off to Aaron Jones, who cuts it to the left for 26 yards and a 1st down. This would lead to Johnny H handing off to Aaron Jones for his 3rd touchdown of the game, a 1-yard strike. 2nd and 5 on the Packers' next possession. Packers up 38-10. Johnny H drops back the pass, finds Aaron Jones across the middle for a 19-yard pass. First play of the 4th quarter, Johnny H drops back the pass, finds Robert Tonyan on the 1-yard line for a 21-yard pass. 2nd and goal at the 1. Johnny H drops back the pass, finds a wide open Robert Tonyan for his 2nd touchdown of the game. Packers up 45-10. Johnny H drops back the pass, finds Robert Tonyan again for a 20-yard gain. 2nd and 7. Johnny H drops back the pass again, finds a wide open Robert Tonyan again for a 21-yard completion, 1st down. The very next play, Johnny H hands off to Aaron Jones, who runs to a big hole up the middle for a 20-yard touchdown. His 4th touchdown of the game. What a game Aaron Jones is having. 2-minute warning on the Packers' next possession. Johnny H finds Robert Tonyan wide open again for a 25-yard gain. 1st down. 1st and goal. This would lead to a Johnny H 1-yard touchdown pass to Joshua DeGuara, as the Packers trounced the winless Lions 59-13. Aaron Jones went off, rushing 25 times for 324 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 3 catches for 53 yards. Johnny H threw for 294 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and had a quarterback rating of 155.2. And Robert Tonyan caught 8 passes for 124 yards and 2 touchdowns in the absence of Sammy Watkins. Well, this has been the mid-season Week 9 episode of Season 11 of Playerchise. Make sure you catch the end of the season episode of Playerchise, which will be the next one, to see just where my Packers and Metalcore Mike's Browns finished, and see if we made the playoffs, won our division, and see everything else at the end of the season brings. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. It would help out the channel a lot. Thank you all again for watching. Be safe, everyone. And until the end of the season episode, Johnny H out.